All right, Seton, what's the poll question? Then we'll dive into the Lakers sale of $10 billion. All
Why don't we start right there?
right.
The Buss family selling the Lakers is smart or nuts? Classic game of smarter nuts, maybe.
Smarter nuts.
Smarter nuts.
It is $10 billion,
It is.
but it's still, there's a lot of billionaires. We talk about this all the time. A lot of billionaires.
Too many.
But they do like owning teams because then they become far more important. People actually care what you have to say. You're a billionaire. Oh, you're a billionaire and you own Manchester United. You're a billionaire and you own the Dallas Cowboys. Now, all of a sudden, people are listening to what you have to say. That's what was surprising with this, that Jeannie Buss will continue her role as the team governor, but Mark Walter is coming in and bringing his Dodger playbook and maybe some changes there. But what's different with basketball as opposed to baseball is in baseball, he could say, I want or we want that player. We're going to re-sign that player. We're going to give him whatever. In basketball, the guardrails are a little tighter there. You just can't go out and say, hey, I want Giannis. You have to go through the process of, well, we got to trade. You got the second apron. You got all these different things that are going on to try to prevent owners from buying a championship here. And while he has the money, the resources there, it'll be different in what he does. Now, he could give the Lakers the same edge that Golden State had. They spent money. They spent their money buying a dynasty, building a dynasty. But you're investing heavily maybe in scouting and analytics. You're still going to have stars. The Lakers always have stars. But this is an NBA era defined by luxury taxes and second aprons, and a deep-pocketed owner doesn't have the same impact. But $10 billion for the Lakers, while I was surprised at the number, I was probably more surprised that they were sold. And with what Mark has done with the Dodgers, which has been an unbelievable blueprint of we have the money, we'll spend wisely, we get the right people, we get our kind of player, we got our kind of manager. They're going to refurbish Dodger Stadium. So they're doing all the right things to build an infrastructure, and I think that's the important part of this, keeping an infrastructure that resonates with the fans. Because if I'm a fan, I just want to know, what's this mean? While we get excited and we go, wow, ownership, new ownership, $10 billion. What's it mean if you're a fan? And we'll get answers to this coming up next hour of what does it mean for you? What's it mean for your team moving forward? And I think most people thought, okay, what are the Knicks worth? What are the Yankees worth? What are the Cowboys worth? And keep this in mind. Who would have thought that in a calendar year, the Celtics and the Lakers would both be sold? Remarkable. And the Celtics for a paltry $6.1 billion. Go back to the Commanders when they were sold. And I remember getting a tip on it, and they said, it's going to be close to $5 billion. And I go, really? Yeah, okay. So there's a recent trend going on, and maybe it's getting the mom and pop shops out of the business, and now you have corporations who are taking over teams. And you have corporations who own a variety of teams in a variety of sports. And that's what's changed a lot. But $10 billion for the Lakers, that's a global brand. How many global brands do we have? Like true global brand. Cowboys, Yankees, Notre Dame football. Yes, Eden.
That's why it's such a shocking move, because it's like Paris selling the Eiffel Tower. Like, well, why? What the hell are you doing that for? You have Disney selling off Mickey Mouse. Why the hell did you do that? What do you hold on to that? It just seems like something you. I mean, how do you sell the moon?
But it's $10 billion. Okay, what's it going to be worth in 10 years? So that's what I don't understand. If you're getting out, why are you getting out? If you're buying it at $10 billion, what do you expect it to be in 5 years from now? 10 years from now? You already locked into that TV deal. You already know what your money is going to be. The game is changing as far as how many stars you can afford, the luxury tax, the second apron, all of these different things. The NBA is changing right in front of us here. And you're seeing two small market teams that made it to the NBA Finals. Yeah, Paulie.
I guess it's obviously shocking, but in America, you aspire to own the Lakers. Like Mark Walter, this is it. He owns the Dodgers and the Lakers. He's made it. I think he's 67 years old, but Dr. Jerry Buss passed away in 2013.
Yeah.
In less than a generation, his family is moving on from the team. I know it's a long process, but I don't get it. I need it explained to me. You aspire to own the Lakers, and Lakers maybe above all others. I would maybe include the Yankees in that. Owning the Lakers, Dr. Jerry Buss is a household name in Los Angeles, in California, in the sports world. And he bought them for $67 million.
Yeah.
And under his stewardship, they had some of the greatest days in sports history.
Yeah.
I can't imagine not wanting to keep that in the family.
Yeah.